Hi everyone, today we'll be seeing the formation of image in lens. You already know about the terminology related with lens, right? As an optical center, what is the principal focus and what about the center of curvature? If you missed now, just go through my video. Link I have given in the description. So here let us directly get into the formation. Optical center O. The line that is passing through optical center is called principal axis. Here as I'm drawing with my bare hand, so it doesn't look like convex lenses. Try to adjust now. So here let's take that object is at infinity. Object is at infinity. So what will happen? A ray, parallel beam of rays will come from object, as in from infinity. And the rules for refraction in lens is that if the line is passing parallel to principal axis, it will always come to focus on the focal point. So here let's take F2 C2 F1 C1. Rays are coming from infinity. What do you infer from this? If the object is placed at infinity abdina, then the rays after refraction or after passing through the lens will come to focus at the focal point F2. So image is formed at infinity. Image is formed at F2 or focus. Now what is the nature of the image abdina? It will be real and inverted. And what about the size? Point sized. You can write point sized or highly diminished. I'm just stopping with point sized, okay? Yeah, this is how it comes through. This is case 1. We'll see case 2. Optical center. Now object is between infinity and center of curvature C1. Now you have to find where the image would be. F1 C1 F2 C2. Object over here parallel to principal axis through focus. Parallel to principal axis now it will go over here, okay? Passing through focus abdina it will be parallel. Two rays meet over here. So image is formed behind C2. Where the two rays are meeting. So here they are meeting. No, at this point the image will be formed. And what will be the nature? Again real and inverted. Real and inverted. What about the size? Size will be diminished. Diminished. Not in a proper way, but it's able to see. So it will be smaller than the object. Clear? And now we'll see the case 3. Third case. And simple way to remember the formation of image abdina, if you know how the image forms in a spherical mirrors abdina, then you can relate the formation of image in lens also. Same both. F1 C1 F2 C2 optical center O. Now the object is at C1. Object is at C1. Again I'm taking two rays. Focus through focus abdina parallel to principal axis. Then image is formed at C2. If I'm placing the object at C1 abdina, image will be formed at C2. Then what will be the nature? Again real and inverted. What will be the size? Same as object. There will be no change in the size. Okay. And we'll see case 4. Optical center O, principal axis F1, C1, F2, C2. Now I'm placing my object between C1 and F1. So here I'm placing my object, ray parallel to principal axis, ray through optical center. So this already know, parallel to principal axis now it will come to focus. So I'm just extending it. Whereas here, as in ray passing through optical center, na, so here there will be no change. Beyond C2. If I'm bringing my object nearer abdina, the image will be going farther away. Then what is the nature? Again real and inverted. But when you observe the size compared to here, it is getting larger. So it is magnified or enlarged. To know the magnification, we already have magnification formula. So these are the first 4 cases. Let's see the next 2. So here it's case 5. Case 5. Optic center, line that is passing through principal axis. Noting my points, F1, C1, F2, C2. If I have brought my object over here, this point at F1 abdina, again we'll be taking 2 rays, ray 1, ray through the optic center. So it will come to focus over here, whereas here these rays will go as this. So when I place my object at focus abdina, then the image is formed at infinity. So which means you can't see the object. Infinity abdina, you can't see the image using a lens. Whereas here, image will be real and inverted. What will be the size? Highly enlarged. Then we'll see the last case of convex lens, case 6. Optic center O, passing through principal axis, F1, C1, F2, C2. Now, object is between optic center and focus point F1. If I place it over here, parallel to principal axis through optic center, okay. Through optic center, no refraction, again that happens. Principal axis now it will meet over here, which means this point appears to meet at somewhere on the either side of the lens. So here image is formed on same side of object. And what will be the nature? Virtual and erect. Size would be highly enlarged. Okay, now we'll be seeing the next 2 cases of concave lens. Concave now we have only 2 cases now. So concave, case 1. If I'm placing my object at infinity, we already know concave is for divergence. Optic center, principal axis, light is object is at infinity அப்படினா a parallel beam of rays will come from the object. So here I'm writing rays will get diverged in such a way that they appear to come from the focus point. So your image will form in such a way like this. See, F1, F2, C2. So image is at F1. What will be the nature? This is virtual and direct. Virtual and erect, whereas this image will be smaller in size, smaller or point sized. Now writing here the second case, case 2. Again I'm drawing my concave lens, optic center, principal axis. If the image is between, if the object is between infinity and optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. If I am placing somewhere between any point between infinity and O, let's take I'm placing over here, parallel to principal axis through focus. Now this ray parallel to principal axis will get diverged in such a way that it appears to meet at focus. So here you have image will be formed. Image is formed at a point between focus and optic center. Focus and optic center. And what will be the nature? Virtual and erect. Virtual and erect, smaller in size. Smaller in size. So this is how the image will be formed in both convex and concave lens. For more videos, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.